What is up, everybody? Today we're checking out this bad boy. This is the LATAMA Victoriam Virtue. And this is on loan from Fred the Lug to check out. And I gotta say, this guy is pretty cool. I think what catches my eye immediately is the look of it. And it was confirmed on the website. Closed. It has like a Barlow-esque shape to it. And then, of course, you know, they changed it, but it does. It's got a Barlow-esque shape. And then you pop it open. You got this cool sheep's foot blade. They call it a modified sheep's foot. It's got a cool little swedge right on the front. This is a button lock. It's inspired by the Barlow, so a little bit of classic. And then they say industrial cues from the 1911 Pew Pew. We're not allowed to say the other word, which you can kind of see. You got these stripes right here. And then the actual flipper looks a bit like the hammer. And I think that's some pretty cool little touches. The pocket clip has a little ceramic ball. Some of you like it, some of you don't. I'm kind of indifferent. And you can finger flick it. You can flipper it. You can button lock it. Whoop. And that's all the ways I was able to get it going. But still, 3 different ways to open it. It's pretty cool. This here, though, is an Italian-made knife made by the Menagio guys? Mangio? However you say it. Menagio? How do they... Anyway. You know what's going to bug me? I have to look at it. I couldn't find it. I searched for like 30 seconds. But, you know, it's made by those guys. And I know some of you are kind of iffy on Italian manufacturing, but I gotta say, this bad boy has no mechanical flaws. Everything is pretty darn well precise on this thing. You can look at the centering on that. Let's see. There you go. Really good. And they have it so close to the blade that the margin of error is that much smaller. Which is pretty cool because it means the machining has to be done just that much better. Otherwise, it's very easy for the blade to rub the edges. A lot of knives, they give you a lot of wiggle room. So it takes a bit of skill to have just very little. The margin of error is very small, and these guys have nailed it. It's got a nice button lock on it, and it's titanium. The blade is M390, and the website says it's HRC'd 60 to 62. Some of you like to know that information. The blade length is 3.125, and the overall length is 7.19 inches. It does have a reversible clip, but I like that they give you the filler plate. That's always a nice touch. And they gave you flat screws, not the mushroom head ones like they're using on the body. But they used the mushroom head ones on the clip. So I think that's a nice little attention to detail. So if you were to switch, you'd put these screws over there, and they'd be flush. That's pretty cool. Overall, though, the knife is cool. Whoa, easy there, little light. It died. I guess this little light of mine ain't gonna shine. The weight is 3.1 ounces. But this is by a company called LATAMA. And it says Victoriam, which means to victory. And this is called the Virtue. which I said in the beginning, but you know, I'm just mostly reciting it for myself. But yeah, it's a cool design. It's got a nice place for a lanyard if you want. Although, if they had just had it solid, it would look pretty cool. But also might make it a little bit boring. So, I mean, I think it's cool because then they get to really show off some of their machining skills with this on both sides. And then the whole back spacer just looks good. And they got the name right there. I think it's pretty cool. The inside's got some nice milling, bunch of little trapezoidal pockets. But what do you think about this one? We're gonna put it in a pocket. I got this Hank by Forrest Hanks. Yeah, see, there you go. That looks pretty good. Like you're carrying it. This is how much you would see. It's not so deep carry, but I think the ball actually really helps it just pop in and out. Yeah, it's like very smooth. Let's check it out on the fancy side. Oop, oop, there we go. The fancier side, the fabric's softer, so the ball's really struggling. There you go. That's what it would look like in some fancy pants. The coming out of it is easy. It's just going in because of the fabric. There we go. Yeah, you really have to pop it in there. But if you're wearing blue jeans, boom, no problem. Stiffer fabric. There you go. And the pocket clip's got a nice spring to it. Not too tight, not too loose. Just the right amount of clip. The blade, modified sheep's foot it's called, with that cool little swedge. And it's got some nice little cutouts right here that follow this line. I think that's a nice little touch, and you got jimping there. And they put one up front for your draw cuts. I like when companies do that. There and there. I think that's good. Because you do a lot of cuts like this when you're cooking. Maybe slicing a brick of cheese. But what do you think of this thing? The price that they have it at is $250 on the website. This one, at the time of filming, is for sale for $200, so $50 off. And I honestly think that that price is worth it. You get that M390, you get that cool milled titanium, you get a nice classic Barlow look. And you do see the signs of the 1911, especially in that hammer trigger. I mean, hammer flipper, not the trigger. Those are two different parts. But I think it looks good, and the flipper's not too big. It's like just the perfect amount of size. And it has a nice stonewash blade, which I like stonewash because if you actually use your knives, it hides scratches better. Like a satin, you'll see every scratch, but this, it hides it better. And I think everything is done just about right on this. I mean, I tried to find something I didn't like, but I mean, for what it is, I couldn't. The button lock works really well. I have trouble getting that timing right where you let go just as it reaches that point where it wants to stay shut, so I hold it too long and it goes whoosh. That's a user error. See, now I'm letting it too early. See, there you go. If you do it just right, if you practice and you nail it, that's how it's going to be. If you let it out too early, it'll definitely bounce. It'll go whoosh. Whoa, easy there, Matt. But if you get it just right, look at that. That was perfect. If you get it just right, it's worth it. Baby, it's worth it. But anyway, what do you think about it? If you were to reverse the clip, so it would be lefty friendly. I mean, it feels weird to me because I'm not a lefty, but you could definitely do it. I'm gonna have to practice with my left hand there. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Anyway, what do you think about it? I think it's pretty cool. I dig it. Thank you, Fred, for letting me check it out. Let's do a little thumbnail action. I don't want my fingers in there. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not the kind of guy that says every knife is great, but for this one, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I looked. I tried. I mean, the button's pretty smooth. You can flick it. If you flick it up high, I mean, I can't. Your detent will be stiffer, but if you flip it down here, it's just easy. Yeah, I mean, I got no complaints on this bad boy. No hot spots. It was right in the hand. Pocket clip disappears right in my little crevasse. Yeah, I got nothing. Anyway, what do you think about it? Let me know. I think it's pretty cool. Shout out Fred. Shout out Forrest. Shout out Lancelot Leather. And shout out you guys. Thank you, and I will catch you next time.